take us back firmly to politics. I know you will not protest if I play a bit of your interview that aired this weekend with Liz Cheney. We'll discuss on the other side.
I think it's dangerous. I think that we have to recognize how quickly things can unravel. We have to recognize what it means for the nation to have a former president who has not conceded and who continues to suggest that our electoral system cannot function, cannot do the will of the people.
When you say dangerous, dangerous how? Are you suggesting that January 6th could happen again, or maybe something worse?
I think there's no question.
So, John, let's go there on the question of what could go wrong, especially when Donald Trump starts re-emerging, as he will in days, if not weeks, to go on the state party speaking circuit.
Well, one thing about the Liz Cheney interview, sitting down with her, I was struck, Brian. It was one of those rare moments when you talk to a political figure that you get the sense that she means to the core of her being everything she was saying. She truly believes that things can unravel and unravel quickly. She is willing to throw away not just her position in the Republican leadership, quite possibly her seat in Congress. She is all in on this because she believes it's a threat, not just to her party, but a threat to the country. Now you have Donald Trump coming out. He's going to speak at the North Carolina Republican convention on June 5th. I hear he also has plans to do a series of other appearances, perhaps in Ohio. There are a couple of races he's engaged there. And you're going to see Trump coming out. What kind of Donald Trump are you going to see? Well, look at the statements he put out over the weekend. He called the 2020 election the crime of the century. He actually, he had weighed in on a South Carolina Republican race for the party chairman down there. The chairman, the person who won, ran against Lynn Wood, who is saying that, some outrageously unbelievable conspiratorial things about the election, and actually had called for the hanging or for putting Mike Pence before a firing squad. He called Lynn Wood a very a capable and strong leader, even though he had not endorsed him. I think you're going to see a Donald Trump that comes out completely unchanged from the events of January 6th and after. And this will be a real test. Is that where the Republican Party is truly comfortable going?
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.